Here, you can see right there that's the schedule.
Okay, so welcome to part 2.
Welcome to part 2.
We're just gonna keep talking.
Shout out to the UCC radio for letting us do this.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm Anthony. You're Anthony.
I'm Anthony, and this is Face2Face
part 2. Yeah, we have a special guest, Alex. He was at the end of part 1.
Yeah.
He's gonna be here for I guess a good 5 minutes.
I guess
10 minutes, and then
he has to go back to class.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of a special episode. We had 2 guests. We might end up having 2 guests every week, just because. He's
gonna be here sometime.
Yeah, and Jeffrey also, he doesn't have a class at the beginning.
If someone from my class wants to be here.
Yeah.
Then
also
a lot of special guests.
It is 11:16.
11:16
a.m.
Yes, we are here for another 45 minutes.
Yes.
So we're gonna be soothing your ears. Let's talk about some more games and stuff. Alex, well, since we have you, what have you been playing? What have you been watching? Anything really?
Honestly, I recently got a new laptop. Yo, I actually have it right there. I got the Ensbron Gaming.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's a Dell computer, and they had it on sale. It was $900 for a 1050 Ti graphics card.
That's a good graphics card. I know my graphics cards. I just didn't know about. I didn't even know Dell made gaming computers.
Right? Look, I don't know. Can I show
you? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead. I mean, you people won't be able to see it, but we'll be able to see it.
At some point, we might have a camera in here.
We're gonna plan on, like we said in the first part, we're gonna plan to have visuals.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's that one.
I've seen it. Yeah, I have seen it before.
Yeah.
1050 Ti, and it cost $900. I got it for $750 on Best Buy, and then I just got some custom parts with 2 8GB DDR4 Vanguard Corsair RAM, the.
Nice. What's the? Oh, let me see that. i5. I hate you. I have a full PC build that I made pretty much built myself. My friend helped me out picking out the parts and putting it together. I only got an i3 though because I just couldn't afford anything more than that. Because an i3 was already expensive, and I wanted an i7, but I don't think an i7 would fit on my motherboard. I think my motherboard space would be too small because it's a small motherboard.
Yeah, generally people have i5s. I have an i5 for my laptop too.
See, look, everybody got i5s on their laptops. I got a full tower, and it's an i3. It's so slow. I hate it.
How much did you spend on your build?
610.
Dang, if only you waited, or dude,
it would have gotten cheaper. I know.
Yeah, it's the discounts and stuff just for parts.
I made it 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think you. I mean, I used to console this. I sold my PS4 because I was I love PS4, but no one's trying to pay $60 a year anymore.
Yeah, no.
$60 Christmas break. I get how many games?
Yeah.
Honestly. You both PC. I know you PC.
I'm gonna get into it. I still have my PS4, but I'm gonna try to get some games on my laptop. I'm gonna get Cuphead.
Dude, I was watching gameplays. You know Cuphead, the game? Cuphead?
No.
You don't know? It's on the Microsoft
Oh wait,
store.
I heard of. I saw a thing on Steam. If anything, if I just pop it.
Yeah,
pop it up. You can pop it now. Yeah. It's really good. I've seen a bunch of gameplay of it. Most of the YouTubers I watch that are gaming YouTubers. They've played Cuphead, and it's really good.
I was watching Dashi this morning.
Yeah, Dashi.
And he was playing it. Yeah. That game looks so good, man.
It does.
It's like an old style. Excuse me. It's by old style I mean the animation and the art on it. It's like those super old Disney.
Yeah, the old Disney theme.
Like Steamboat Mickey. Old.
Yeah, basically that. And it's basically just it's like Super Meat Boy kind of. It gets compared to that.
Sort of. Yeah. It's more of a boss only type game. You just fight bosses and bosses.
Yeah, it's just a
over and over again.
And it's really cool. It's a co-op. It's a co-op game. By the way, we're not sponsored by the creators of Cuphead or Microsoft.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by anything.
We're just praising the game. It's really cool. It's only $20 online right now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wait till Black Friday. How much of it is gonna be?
It'll be $7.
Is there
$7.
If there is, you might want to.
That's basically what I'm waiting for. On Black Friday, I'm buying a bunch of games, and that's one of the games I'm gonna buy for my laptop. Yeah, I'm also gonna buy Overwatch on my laptop as well.
You better.
Why are people hyping Overwatch?
Okay, listen. Have you played Overwatch?
I've played it.
He knows I played it.
On what?
On
PS4.
Yeah, that's the thing.
PC.
You have to play it on PC.
Get out of here.
It's still fun on PS4, but it's mainly a PC game now.
It's because people try hard so.
I know.
It's so fun.
That's kind of the only thing I don't want to get it for because there's a lot of.
It's really fun.
When we get in, I'm not gonna get in, but when you get in,
I just play it for
You just gotta get into that competitive mentality.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Because
you gotta
at first, I was never a competitive player until I started playing PC games. Because I only had a PS2 and a Wii. Those are the only consoles that I have now. And I was never I want to be the best or whatever. I just played for fun. Even if it was a competitive game. I would go to a friend's house and we would play Call of Duty. And I would get wrecked, but I'm just laughing the whole time because it's fun. But then, I started playing PC and I started playing... My first competitive playing game was was League of Legends, I think.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
game.
and I don't play ranked, but I play to win, you know? And then after that, I started playing shooter games, which was Counter-Strike, and I would only play competitive on that with my friend, just like the bomb thing, whatever it's called. You got to detonate. Fuck.
I think it's like
I just
sabotage.
cursed. Sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta detonate the bomb and or defuse it, and like I just got really into it. Now all I want to do is win. Like I just got really competitive, and I just love Overwatch, man. It's fun.
Like talking. All right, I'm gonna put two things before you continue.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is better, Dota 2 or League of Legends?
League of Legends. I played Dota before I played League because I didn't know League was free for a long time. I was just dumb.
Did you play Dota or Dota 2?
Dota 2. Dota 2.
The first Dota's not that great.
No, I never played the first Dota, but I played Dota 2, and it was fun when I played it before I even played League of Legends. And then I heard about League of Legends, and I'm like, oh, let me play that. And I started playing that, and then I played that for a couple of years. And then when I went back to Dota 2 just to check it out, I'm like, this game is too confusing. There's too many things going on. I don't want to play this anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's very complex?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the menu itself. I didn't know how to get into a normal game. I'm like, what is going on here?
You might not know this, but there's a League of Legends club.
Yeah, I saw the poster by lunch.
I have one friend who's in it, and I met a couple people who are in it, and they seem pretty competitive. They don't seem like very nice people. I don't know.
I mean, of course, when you're in League, like you gotta be good.
I have a bunch of friends who play League. I play with them like almost every day. They're nice people, but these people don't seem very nice. They seem kind of like competitive and kind of cocky.
Yeah, like an old friend of mine, he got into it, but he's like a PC guy since like middle of high school, so he takes it very competitively. The thing is that the poster says, "Oh, if you're a beginner, we'll teach you how to play."
Yeah, but I don't think they actually want beginners.
I don't think they do it anymore.
Because
like
I have a friend, he's gold ranked, and that's pretty good. And he's been trying to get into it. I even gave one of the people who are in the club his number, and they still didn't get back to him.
Yeah.
I don't think they want anybody else in it.
The clubs here are like weird, to be honest. Like I signed up for the anime club, they still haven't gotten back to me. It's like weird.
I mean, maybe because do you think it's still too soon?
No, it's not too soon. I know they're already playing.
Yeah, they're already doing things. It's because like they had told me like, oh, like the week I signed up, they were like, oh, on Friday we're all gonna meet at the cafeteria or whatever. We're gonna send you.
We're almost 2 months.
We're gonna send you a message and basically without the details. I was like, okay.
I mean,
and I never got the message.
Then you show up and be like, hey, I'll wreck all of you, and then lose in front of them, but you'll be the cool kid because you challenge them and be like,
yeah,
boy.
come get this.
That would not be the case for me. I would get wrecked.
Like I play Smash Brothers with them sometimes.
Oh no, those people I've seen.
I would not dare. I would not dare verse them.
I'm just okay at it. So
I
like,
barely use the little bubble shield thing. They use it like all the time.
Seriously.
And they come back like they'll be all the way down. Like you don't even see their character and they'll just make it back up.
I don't understand how they move so quickly.
It's weird.
Because I have Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii. And I can wreck anybody who's never played before, obviously. But when it comes to them, I've played people who are good at that game. I don't know how they move so fast because the characters are kind of slow.
Yeah,
even them. Like I saw like a dude that had like % damage of like 300, so like, it would be
but
they would get knocked out.
And they'll destroy someone that has like 50%. I'm like, how does that work? You should be launched.
Like when I first played it, I told them I was like, I'm experimenting in this game just to let you guys know, and they're like, okay, it's whatever. But I got like wrecked a little bit. I like lost a life on my own, but it was like whatever. But yeah, it was just like I don't play it now because it's like okay, now they've got it all competitive, and like the way they play it is weird. It's like oh, it has to be 4. Like even though there's an 8-player Smash option, and there's like more than 8 of us, so it's like why don't we all just play 8-player Smash? And they're like no, it's weird or whatever. I'm like
too many people on the screen or something.
So I just play 2K now. Like
see, I don't like sports games.
Yeah, I don't like sports games either, but it's like the only thing which sucks because I'm probably gonna buy a game to like bring here.
But you're gonna buy for PS4?
You'd have to get there pretty early though.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, it's like they're not they're competitive, but they're not as competitive as the Smash Brothers guys. And like I've gotten pretty good. Like I know some of them, and I'm pretty cool with them. It's like cool or whatever. We're not all like oh fucking like you this and that blah, 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 whatever you suck. It's like it's pretty cool. Like
I would want to play the Smash with them, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want to get wrecked.
I don't want to be the type to be like I want to play it, and they're like yo you suck. I'm like.
I mean, I don't care if they say you suck. I suck at every game.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to. I feel like I'd be wasting space.
Yeah.
Just sitting there taking up a character.
Like I obviously don't die. I don't die last. I rarely do. I've never won a game yet, but I don't die. I don't like die last. Like there's some good people there that when they have a bad day, they have a bad day. Like and it's like hilarious because they get all mad. I'm like, dude, just calm down. It's like.
Talking
wait till next game.
All of this. Remember Danny with the baby Indian dragon?
Oh yeah.
You just reminded me of like You know, he's just talking about people having a bad day and just games. You know Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Is this okay to talk about this live, or is like...
What? Talk about what?
I don't know. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. As long as you don't have the cursing or whatever.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to seem bullying or anything, but, I mean, it was pretty funny. This kid was hilarious. Like, I literally, like, nearly died of a heart attack because it was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's those people that know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
You know, you'll be like you guys talking about League characters or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you guys know. This kid is like just trying to make conversation. He's like, I played Skyrim and all this
stuff.
stuff.
He was just lying about a bunch of stuff.
And then who was it? Carlos? It was an old friend of mine or someone. He just mentioned like, I remember that baby Indian dragon boss. And then like the kid comes out of nowhere. He's like, I remember. It was so hard to be. Like I did this thing and like
got my 4th try. I was like, yo.
And then we're just like in the sidelines like
the guy was just lying about everything.
Yeah, I'm like. Maybe Indian Dragon where? Like, that's a ridiculous...
Like, I know at the time I didn't play Skyrim, but I could tell he was lying. It's really hilarious. I was like, they wouldn't do something like that.
That's really funny. I kind of wish I was that clever and, like, lying. Not so I could, like, lie to a bunch of people, but just as, like, a joke, go up to somebody, start, like, rambling on about a bunch of stuff that, like, isn't true, and then they believe it just because I think it's funny.
It's really
but I mean, it's different if, like, you're doing it as a joke, but this guy was serious.
Yeah, like he would just lie about the just the smallest thing. Is just like, dude, you got it. You're trying to, like, connect with us.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't even have to. Like, just be cool. Just don't try. Because if you try hard, you're just annoying.
Yeah, like he could tell, like, because we've had experience before, like, by, like, 7th grade, we didn't care about anything. We were just, like, we're ourselves. We don't, we can just relax or whatever. Yeah, like, we didn't care about, like, impressing anybody.
Yeah.
There were some people who were like, I wanted to do this, let me get attention. But it's like, we can just be ourselves, it's whatever.
Yeah, that's too much work. Nobody got time for that.
Like, we're kids. We understood the fact that, we're kids. We should just live as kids, like, relax. Be ourselves, it's whatever.
I mean, even as adults, like, people should still chill. Like,
like
I'm, like, the most childish adult you're probably going to meet in your life.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Like, no. Is he EOF?
No.
You're not EOF.
Me either.
Damn. For orientation, I played as a clown. Like, we had to do, like, a presentation of, like, I don't know how EOF gets connected. Like, I was, like, that guy, like, I was being so dumb and, like, childish. Like, it was fun. It was fun as hell, and like people were like surprised like at the fact that, you know, like I don't know. I know it seems childish like seeing an adult do stuff like that. But
that's whatever.
I didn't care. Like
honestly, if you like you're talking about being an adult and like acting childish or whatever, you should watch like there's this YouTuber called Steve Zaragoza. He's like the most childish person ever, but like he's an adult. He gets his stuff done, and like. He works in entertainment, and he does a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
He's super hilarious. He's on YouTube.
I have to cut you right there. All right, does it matter if you're late to class or not?
I mean, how...
you have like 2 minutes left.
I mean, I don't mind 5 more minutes. Like, we're just going to do, like, some basic stuff. He's always late. So.
All right, it's whatever. You can go.
So, you should watch Steve Zaragoza on YouTube.
Yeah,
he's super hilarious.
I hate how people, like, knock on, that's childish, like, blah, blah, blah. But, like, there's, like, a lot of, like, childish things that it's still, like, an adult does. Like, there's, like... The amount of YouTube I watch, like I watch a lot of YouTube. Mm-hmm. I would say like a quarter or like a third of the YouTubers I watch are very childish, but it's still entertaining. Like I watch Game Grumps. Game Grumps childish at times, but they are mature about it.
People, like not too long ago, a couple years ago, I used to see my friends that were older than me grow up and like I'm watching cartoons and they're like, why are you still watching cartoons? It's for kids. And nowadays everybody watches cartoons. Yeah, exactly. Rick and Morty as an example.
Oh my god!
Like cartoons are mainstream as heck right now.
Yeah, I mean it depends which ones. Like there's some really dumb ones, especially like.
I mean, I don't mean like dumb Nickelodeon cartoons that aren't funny anymore.
Not even that. Like for example, like I was so mad when they brought out like Uncle Grandpa. Like what is that?
I'm not gonna lie, Uncle Grandpa. It's ridiculous, but it's kind of funny.
It was like
it's so bad it's funny.
For me, Uncle Grandpa was like I don't know if you knew about it. I forgot what show it was. It was on Cartoon. It was another show called on Cartoon Network. I forget what it was called.
Amazing World of Gumball?
No, it was something else.
Oh, I love it.
It was like it looked really disgusting. It was just really weird.
Is it Steven Universe?
No,
because that's awesome.
Steven
Universe, Gumball.
Let me explain to you. Steven Universe was. I've never watched it. I thought it was real corny when I first saw like the trailers and stuff for it. From that up, it all went downhill.
Yeah. What? Because my experience with it was like, you should watch Steven Universe. I'm like, okay, like I've heard about it so much, and like I'll give it a try. I watched the first season, I was like, this is actually pretty good. And then during like the second season, I was like, all right, it's cool or whatever. They're doing story. But then that's when like the fans started kicking in, and the fans of the show are just really weird.
Steven Universe down is good.
Yeah.
Like the old stuff is good. Like Uncle Grandpa is it's dumb, but it's funny to me. Like I want to say it's a good show, but it's the dumb stuff in it makes me laugh. And
He
Amazing
was
World
in,
of Gumball, they have the dumbest jokes,
No,
but it's so hilarious.
That is hilarious.
But like that's it. Like anything new from Steven Universe up. Like, Steven Universe, okay, but anything new from that is just not good. Especially on Nickelodeon. Their shows are so bad.
Yeah, Nickelodeon is like, it's dying, basically.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know
the only
what
good
is,
thing Nick has is SpongeBob, and even SpongeBob is bad now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's just, they just gotta stop or change their show. Like,
SpongeBob
SpongeBob is still ongoing.
The live action is terrible as well.
Cartoon Network, Cartoon Network now, it's like, I get it. Like, you want to... Like, they do things like Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go isn't bad, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not, because, okay, I'll explain it. I'll explain it.
They even make fun of the old show.
I mean, when you first see it, it's like, oh, this is dumb. I saw when they were all, like, animated, like, really cool, and it was all action-y. And when you watch it, it's like, it's okay. And then it grows on you.
It's not as childish as it looks.
Yeah, it's not the fact that it's childish. It's just like, it's off script. Like, when you're used to, like, it's like if you were to watch Dragon Ball Z and then they just changed it to, like, some Naruto stuff. Like, it just makes no sense.
I guess I know what you mean, but the show, the way it used to be serious, right? With narrative and all that. This still has some narrative in it.
But it's really silly.
And it's still kind of canon. It's basically like the in-betweens and what goes in their heads.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the same show, but not exactly. It's hard to explain.
It's not serious. Like, I missed the serious because like I wanted to see some Starfire and Robin action. Now it's like Starfire with I don't know who she was with. Like now, like I think with who's the other guy that
some water boy. Is he like some water?
Not Aquaman. Oh, she did hook up with Aquaman, but
I don't know.
Aqualad.
I haven't really watched the show, but
Aqualad.
I've seen a couple of episodes and I thought it was funny because it's a comedy now.
Because the thing is that
Kid Flash. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Kid Flash.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. The thing with it is that they understand what they are now. They're like, oh, we know that there's people who watch the show.
Yeah.
Who watch
they've made fun of themselves already.
So they made fun of it.
They're very self-aware.
There's an episode that, like, if I would recommend any episode from that show, it's this episode. Remember in the original one where there was this fat guy who controlled all the TVs?
Yeah.
Yeah. His episode is hilarious because he controls their TV and he makes them watch the original show. He's like, you guys are dumb or whatever. And they're like, no, we're not. We're gonna take you down. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, there's nothing you can do. And then he shows them the old series. And they all sit there and watch the old series.
Weren't they like, we used to be cool or something like that?
Yeah, like, you guys used to be cool. I don't know why I'm messing with you guys still.
Yeah.
And then they show the old show. And like
it's very meta.
And they show like a montage of them watching the entire show, and then when it ends, they're like, "Oh my god, why did it end like that? What like?"
Because they ended almost on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, because they ended on a cliffhanger, and the Beast Boy is like, "Do I ever get with that girl?" And then like I think he looked at Raven and was like, "I don't know what to think now." It was really hilarious, and then it's like the only thing I don't like about that episode is that they don't show the movie at the end because it all ended with the Tokyo movie, but they never talk about it.
Yeah, the Tokyo movie is like not even part of the story.
Yeah, it's like supposedly how it ends, but it's like, and no one really regards it anyway. But yeah, that show is like, there are like the beginning of it is really bad. I will admit the beginning of it is really really bad. Like they make jokes about like pies and it's like it's whatever. But
I remember that.
Now it's like they break their fourth wall. It's like they know what they are.
They're self-aware.
And they get it, and it's really funny.
I mean, it's kind of like Rick and Morty. Like, if anyone should watch any show, cartoon or adult or whatever, Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty is really good.
By far. Like, I love their app. Like, it's like Pokemon. Like,
if you're,
I've seen it. I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
If you're of age, I will say, I don't want kids watching Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
do not.
Yeah.
Plumpus.
Yeah.
But yeah, if like you are a teenager and want to at least watch one cartoon show, Rick and Morty is the show. It's basically just like it's really you'll enjoy something out of it most likely. It's really hilarious. Yeah, they're like now that I think about it, Nick is dead, I would say.
Nick is dead.
Disney is like hanging on something. I don't know what it is.
I mean, Disney was good until Gravity Falls ended.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys. I don't know if this is like childish or weird. Like, have you guys? I think it's Star versus the Evil Forces.
Yeah. It's a little blonde.
I don't have cable, so like if I watch anything, it's on the internet.
Oh, I watch it on the internet.
There's
Couch Tuner or like even like it's like instead of like Go Anime, I think there's like Go Cartoon.
Yeah, there's a cartoon. There's a cartoon website.
Oh no, Kiss Cartoon.
What I'm trying to say is like I don't have cable, so like I don't know about the new things. Like I won't see commercials and all that stuff. I'll just hear about it from people.
Like now that I think about it, that Star, I forget the name of it. Star and something. What was it again?
It was Star versus the Evil.
Yeah.
Is it a cartoon or
it's a
live
cartoon.
action?
It's a cartoon.
That's the no.
I don't know.
No.
Even Disney's live action stuff is bad now.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's the only show on the Disney Channel currently that I recommend because it's actually really hilarious and it has some story to it.
The last good live action Nick show was probably Victorious.
And I never watched it.
It was good.
It was good.
And that was when they had what's her face, the girl with the one that's now a singer now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what's her name? She was Kat in the
Yeah.
show.
Ariana
Grande. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how famous she is, and we couldn't remember like.
Yeah, it's like,
Right? Seriously, she's super famous now. We don't even know her name.
Nick is Almost Dead. The Loud House is the show on Nick that I recommend.
What's that?
It's like it's a house full of kids and like their parents. And the thing is that it's all girls except the main character. The main character's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically just dealing with I'm having to live with all these girls and I never
Is it
get what I want.
scripted?
It's a cartoon, so it's.
Oh, okay. I thought it was live action.
That's like that's like the only one I like recommend right now. Cartoon Network. I forget the name of the show. I forget the name of the show, but it's like it has to do with some kung fu stuff, or something like that. The characters look all like Muppety or whatever. That's like the only besides like Teen Titans Go or all that stuff. That's the one I'd recommend because it just started like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It had a pilot like in 2007, I want to say, and the voice actor is like really good. He's done. No, it's a she. She did Gohan for Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they make it seem like it's Dragon Ball Z and like Street Fighter combined, but it's very comedic, and I'd recommend that one too. I always forget the name of it because it's a very long title. But yeah, there still are some good cartoons, but like it's very fading now. Like I know if we like brought a kid here, they would be like, oh, I like this, I like that, I like that. But it's like we can like.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the cartoons nowadays are just trying to fill the screen with content without it being actually good.
Like I forgot what other shows it was, but when I had cable again and got back into Nick, the first show I watched was called it's a boy and a snake.
Oh yeah, Sanjay and Craig.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I never watched it.
It's like a bunch of poop jokes, it's like immature jokes.
I mean, it's not like poop jokes aren't funny.
Yeah, I know, but like they make it not funny.
Okay.
And it's like they just try to be out there or whatever.
How do you
like,
ruin a poop joke?
I know.
Facts.
They're like they try to be. They try too hard to be funny. That's basically it.
So
yeah.
Alex is on his way.
Alex is on his way. Thank you, Alex, for coming.
Guys.
Yeah. Thank you. You have any last words to say?
I don't know. Just stay cool, my guys.
Yeah, stay cool.
All right, later, man.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. We'll
Yeah.
talk. Next week we're gonna talk about all the stuff we did in middle school, so you can learn about what I had to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a very fun time.
All right.
Middle school I miss a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Whatchamacallit? Do you want to like Steam or like?
Yeah, everything. I'm Slap One Face on literally everything.
So that's literally your name, Slap One Face.
Slap
Yeah.
the number one in face.
Dang. If anything, you'll be receiving something from Mr. Dude.
Okay, Mr.
That's
Dude.
this guy.
Yeah. Also, if you want to check out like my YouTube, you can message me through
Yeah.
YouTube, through Twitter.
Alright.
Everything is Slap
Yeah.
One Face.
You're still on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I have you.
Yeah. I'll message me on Instagram, and then I'll send you some stuff.
Yeah.
So you can like find the channel and all that stuff.
Alright, I'm down. You guys
Alright.
seem pretty cool.
All right.
All right. Cool.
See you, man.
Take care, my guys.
All right. You too.
See ya.
So, what are we talking
So
about?
what are we talking about now? How do you feel? Since we were talking about cartoons is something we're barely gonna get into because like we're past it pretty much. What cartoons do you have fond memories of?
I don't know, man. The old SpongeBob.
Yeah, the old SpongeBob.
It's hard to think right
Yeah,
now.
no.
I watched so many things.
Yeah.
Oh, Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
I did not finish.
Me either.
I did not finish it.
I plan on. The thing is that you haven't watched Gurren Lagann, right?
Who?
Gurren Lagann. It's
What
an
is
anime.
Never heard
Yeah,
of it.
right. You never watched it.
It sounds like it belongs in Iceland.
Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, it's a very good anime. It's a very cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
And when everyone watched the ending of Samurai Jack, it's like, oh, this is just the ending of Gurren Lagann. I'm like, what do you mean?
Well, I won't say that because I've never seen Gurren
Yeah, I know.
Lagann.
So I was like, what do you mean? And then they're like, oh, watch it. I'm like, I'm gonna watch the entire. I'm watching the last season and trying to finish it. And they're like, no, watch the ending and then you can watch it all. I'm like, okay, cool. Because they're like, you've seen Gurren Lagann. I was like, yeah, I know the ending and all that. And they were like, go watch Samurai Jack's ending. And so I looked it up, and it's exactly the ending. Like, it's like he gets that girl or whatever.
Don't.
I'm not gonna say things. They do the thing. Something happens. He gets older, and that's pretty much it. I'm like, this was literally Gurren Lagann, which I didn't hate. Like, a lot of people hated that because it's like, oh, you copied exactly what that show did. But I'm like, it kind of makes sense. like when you think about it. But yeah, you will find out that is the last season. Like they're not doing anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that Samurai Jack was pretty good. Like when I heard it was when they announced it for Toonami, I was very excited. I was like, and I told you about it. Like when they announced it, I was like, yo, this is gonna be good because all the original things are in it, like the original art designer, all that stuff. But they're on Adult Swim, so they can do what they want now.
Yeah.
And in a way, like they can't show naked things, but they can still do they can add blood to their things more than they usually did. But yeah, that
they don't. He doesn't have to only kill robots.
He doesn't have to only kill robots. He can kill humans, which
he did.
Does. Yeah, he does. Like in the first episode. But
yeah,
it's a lot of good stuff about the show. I want to finish the show. I want to finish that season. Something else. In the 2010s, early 2010s, the main two shows everyone would talk about would be Adventure Time.
Yes.
And Regular Show.
Yes, they were so good.
How did you feel about both of them?
Really good. I never finished Regular Show, and I still didn't. I'm not caught up to Adventure Time. I think last time I watched Adventure Time was season 7. I started from the beginning and I kept going. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
My experiences with them was like.
It's gonna end, right? It's ending soon.
I think it is.
Adventure Time?
I think it's gonna be on its last season soon. But yeah, I know Regular Show ended, and
sadly,
the guy who I forget the guy who.
J.G. Quintel.
Yeah, he's the voice of Mordecai. He has his own show on TBS, which is basically just Regular Show, but they're adults and they're very mature.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
I forget what it's called. I'll send you the trailer. The trailer's really good.
I could just look at J.G. Quintel TBS.
Yeah. It's like I saw the trailer and I really want to check it out, but again I don't have time.
If you haven't seen the original concept animation of Rick and Morty, you need to. It's called 5 in the AM PM.
Yes.
It's so funny.
It's really good.
It's so weird.
If no one knows, Rick and Morty is Back to the Future. It's just a parody of it.
Oh, yeah, but I wasn't talking about
What are you talking about?
Regular Show. Didn't I say that?
No, you said Rick and Morty.
Oh, my bad. I meant to say regular show.
Okay. Yeah,
you need to look at watch the concept animation of
Yeah, basically the pilot episode. It's really hilarious.
It's called 5 in the AM PM. Yes. It's hilarious.
Yes, it's very funny. I do like pilots a lot. Pilots are really good. Like the Rick and Morty pilot, where it's basically because if no one knows like I said earlier, Rick and Morty is Back to the Future.
Yeah, basically.
So the pilot episode,
that was the original concept.
Yeah. So in the pilot episode, they refer to themselves as Doc and Marty.
Marty, yes.
Yeah. So they refer to themselves as that, but like when Adult Swim was like, we want the show, you got to change the character's name. They're like, all right, cool. But there are a lot of good pilots you can watch online.
I wonder how they came up with the name Rick. The only idea that I have is they thought Doc, and then they thought Dick, and then they thought Richard, and then they thought Rick.
Basically, and then Morty is just Marty, but with
yeah.
Yeah. When I watched Regular Show, I loved it in the beginning because like in the beginning they kind of got away with a lot of stuff. Like I think they said damn a lot, if I'm right.
Who?
Regular Show. Like they
I think so.
They had some swear words, but it wasn't like over the top.
They weren't like real swear words.
Yeah, exactly. They had like I know Pops calls them turds in like episode 2
You
or 3.
turds.
You turds. But yeah.
Oh, Mordecai. I miss Pops.
Pops is really like their character's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a lot of in jokes or whatever. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Then they got like when they developed the story between like him and the.
I still don't know what the story is because there wasn't really much of a story. The only story that I knew was him getting a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, the girl like with the whole the red Mordecai.
Didn't she like disappear? He got another girlfriend.
Something like that.
The
he got a girlfriend.
Cloud?
Yeah, he got her to get jealous of.
That was just one episode.
Yeah, that was one episode.
Okay, never mind.
But she's in another episode later on. But yeah, it's basically just about that. That's a good that episode is a good life lesson as well. They have a lot of good life lessons. But like, I stopped when I didn't have cable. But one day I will try to watch that. Adventure Time I kind of didn't like. I have to be honest.
I like Adventure Time.
I didn't like it at first. Like I understood everything and I knew what they were trying to do, which I liked. But like it was like when they started revealing more of the story. It was the episode where Finn's parents died. When his parents episode.
Oh, is it the real episode where they got all real and Jake was an actual dog?
No, not that one.
Then I don't know what episode
Wait,
it is.
Is that?
I mean,
it's still animated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the episode where he went. They were in space and then they went to They went to
like a penguin or something.
No. They went to that pink guy in space. He lives in like a yellow cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the episode where they went to a real dimension.
Yeah, and they're like.
Only Finn went.
Was it another dimension or was it his past?
It was a different reality.
Oh, okay. Because the way they made it seem when you.
But it represented what actually happened. Sort of. Oh, it was sort of. It was a foreshadowing as well because he had a robot arm, and then in later episodes he lost his arm.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because it was like when I first saw it, I was like, "This is really good." Like that episode alone is a really good storytelling. I'm like, "This is really good."
Yeah.
And like it explains a lot of the story.
Dude.
And then for some reason I stopped after that, and I was like, I don't know why I stopped after it.
I really like the. I think it was the episode after that, or like 2 episodes after that, where Jake was trying to get him back. And
oh yeah, I watched that episode.
There was a whole bunch of time looping in that episode. It was so good because then the pink guy had died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it, it's like 5 years old now, maybe.
Yeah.
The pink guy died, and then he created. There was like a past version of himself that helped Jake get everything back to normal or whatever. It was really good.
I know. Yeah.
And I hate Finn's dad so much.
Yeah.
His real dad. If it's his real dad. Whether he's lying or not, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But that guy.
Yeah, there's cartoons
Chowder.
are really good. Chowder, there you go. Chowder was a good one.
Flapjack.
Have you seen the scene?
So creepy.
Yeah, Flapjack was creepy. I forgot what it got canceled. I know both of them got canceled.
Yes. I don't know why they were so good.
I think Chowder was because of merchandising. I don't know what Flapjack was canceled for.
Didn't they even made an episode of Chowder where they ran out of money?
That's what they're talking about.
The real episode with the actors like in the car wash or something?
It's the episode where I forget the name of the old guy.
Mung Dal?
Mung Dal.
The blue one with the mustache, yeah, Mung Dal.
It's the episode where Mung Dal gets the face surgery. And basically, he makes himself look all pretty. Mm-hmm. And then they spend all the money for the show.
For production on the face surgery?
Yeah, on the face surgery. They all spend it on whatever they want. And then they realize it, and then Chowder's like, what does this mean? And then Mung Dal's like, that means that we don't have any money for animation. And the moment he says that, it's all of them in the booth. Yeah. And I'm like, this is so meta. I like this.
It was such a good episode.
Yeah, and then they all go watch Cars, and it's very hilarious. I love that episode so much. I think if I'm right, it got canceled, but they ended it with an ending. If I'm correct,
I don't remember.
It's not.
I feel like that was the last episode.
I know it's not. No, I know it's not a good ending, but I know that it ended in a way that it's ended. Like it won't come back.
That's a good way to make an episode, though. If you don't have money, to just go back to reality. They went right to breaking the fourth wall, which I did not expect for Chowder.
And then I think that's the hardest fourth wall break I've ever seen ever. They just show the actors like
recording their voices.
Yeah, basically.
And Flapjack, what?
Another fourth wall break that I really love. I really enjoy this one a lot. Is have you ever watched Two Angry Beavers?
No, I know about it, but I've never seen it.
So the last episode
Nick had really good old TV shows.
The last episode they recorded never aired because it's a fourth wall break the entire last 10 minutes, I believe. Mm-hmm. And it's such a big fourth wall break that they were afraid that kids would be upset about it. So it's basically.
Have you seen it?
It's
online, right?
Yeah, it's online. There's no video to it because they were doing the voices first, and then the way Nick worked at the time, I don't know if they still do, is they do the voice acting first, and then they do the animation. Mm-hmm. What it was they deal with something.
Oh, they never even animated it?
No.
Oh, damn.
They have the storyboard. You'll find it online. Mm-hmm. So they deal with the problem. I forgot what the problem was, but midway through the episode, they realize we're cartoons. And basically, that's the whole last 10 or 15 minutes. We're cartoons, and then the other one's like, "What does that mean? What are cartoons?" And then they're just having a conversation with themselves.
Yeah,
this is what a cartoon is. Blah blah blah, this and that. And halfway through their conversation, they refer to themselves as their actor names, Josh or whatever. I forget the names of the voice actors. They refer to that, and then it ends with them so does this mean that we're done? There's no more of this? And he's like, yeah, this is it. And they get all sad or whatever, but they do it in character, all sad, and it's really good. It's well, bye, and then it's all sad as not gonna say that word.
Yeah, super sad.
It's super sad, and it's wow.
I gotta know what happened to all the animation, all the cartoon creators in Nickelodeon because
the way
it just got so bad.
Yeah, the way they did animators back then was really, really bad.
Dude, what these TV companies need to do is they got to do what Adult Swim does.
Yeah.
Do you know what they do? They have a show on AdultSwim.com where
it's a bunch of pilots, right?
People call in and send like docs and stuff of a bunch of
pilots that
cartoon ideas that they have.
And then they air it, and then I think the audience can pick which one they want.
I don't think the audience picks. I think
it used
they
to be
pick
like that.
It used to. The other thing, what I've seen, it wasn't the audience picking.
Yeah.
They have like professionals like watching the pilots and talking about it and stuff like that, like live.
Yeah.
And people call in and they talk about their cartoon, even if they don't have a pilot, just the concepts of it.
Yeah.
And that's how they get new shows. Yeah. That's why they always have something new on Adult Swim.
Yeah, because what they used to do, I remember this because there's a pilot of a barbarian. I forgot the name of the pilot, but they would air pilots, and if anyone was interested in the pilot, if they got enough people to like
watch
phone in about it, then they would make it a show. Mm-hmm. So there was the most famous one I can think of is the one with the pilot, the barbarian, where he just goes. He's like a Hulk basically.
Oh no, yeah, that's not what I'm talking
about.
Without
the rage, but he's like that type of person. He just kills everything or whatever. It's really cool. It's very sexualized. It's weird.
No, yeah, the one I'm talking about is just there's like a guy. It's basically like a podcast like us. Like you're sitting here and they have a camera on them and basically they're on a green screen and the background is just whatever is on the computer, and people call in, send their information, and send their like cartoon idea, and then they talk about it for a certain amount of time. And if the people like it, then they like it. If they don't, they move on. And if they don't like it, but you don't give enough for it to be a good concept, then you can develop it and then come back to them, and maybe you get a TV show.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
But back in the day, that's how they would do it. They would like air. I think it was a thing because they had a commercial where they were like, "Oh, we're airing these pilots. It's like 4 or 5 pilots." Mm-hmm. And basically, they're like, pick which one you would like to see the most after you watch them, and that would get the show. I think that's how Rick and Morty got their start, because they aired I remember specifically one day, me scrolling through channels and I see the pilot for that where it's all badly drawn or whatever. Mm-hmm. I remember seeing that on
TV. Yeah.
And then I never thought anything of it until like I found Rick and Morty and they explained it.
Yeah.
Also, another pilot. I think I've shown you this before. If anyone wants to see like a good mini series that the creators of Rick and Morty have done, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, I forget what I think it's Mr. Sprinkles or whatever. I know I've shown you before because I sent it to you and Bryce. I remember. It's basically a parody of Cat in the Hat. I've sent like the whole playlist to you guys. It was a while ago.
Okay.
But basically what it is like, it's Cat in the Hat, but like you know how in the book he walks into the children's house and like they all have to deal with him or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's basically that, but it's like past all of like it's way past the book, where it's like in modern age when the guy's like, you don't have to do this anymore. Like people have found ways to not be bored during rainy days, and he still does it. And then, like literally the families are like creeped out about it. Like, dude, you're coming in our house, and like it becomes a whole mini story about like him having to deal with kids don't have fun anymore like they used to. Mm-hmm. It's really good. And it's like the main character is basically the Cat in the Hat, but drawn in a weird way. I'll put a link in this. I'll give you a link.
I feel like I remember something like that, but not vividly.
It's really hilarious. Like the creators of Rick and Morty dealt with it. It's on YouTube, the whole series. It's really good. Mm-hmm. I like it a lot. Like the Mr. Sprinkles, I think that's his name. He does like a good, really nice monologue at the end, and I really like it. Like I'll send you it. It's really hilarious. Like just to put it on the description. It's really good. You guys can check it out, Mr. Sprinkles. It's like, the whole thing is like, altogether it's like 20 minutes. It's not that big of a deal to watch, but it's really good and it's worth your time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have too much to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right now, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna play some Overwatch later today, maybe. Or most likely just League of Legends.
Yeah, you gotta send me the
what?
The file for the first
file.
part.
Yes, I'll do that.
I'll try to get the first part up as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. He's going to be helping me with my channel art. I'm going to be doing a lot of things on my channel soon.
Yes. Hey, if anybody needs any channel art, hit me up on my Twitter. DM me on my Twitter, @SlapOneFace, and I'll make some art for you. I do charge.
Yes.
15 for friends, 20 or more for other.
Depends
on how difficult it is and what it is exactly.
Yeah. Like mine won't be that difficult. I generally know already what I want to do for the channel art.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. We have 5 minutes left.
We have 5 minutes left.
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts about anything?
I don't have anything to say. Not really. No. Just making some noises until time runs out.
So the time runs out.
So it's currently 11:56, and we have 4 minutes left.
Yes. Has anything interesting happened to you recently?
No.
Throughout this whole week?
Not really, except I had to skate home on Friday from here all the way to there. Not gonna specify where we are, but from here to there.
Yeah.
I had to go 2, maybe 3 cities.
Yeah. Let me talk about real quick. Comic-Con. Like I said in the first part, I might be attending. What I want to do there is that I'm gonna visit all the anime stuff because I only have one day there because all the tickets are sold out. I can only go for Thursday if I go. I want to meet all the voice actors that are there. There's only 2 voice actors, sadly, that I can only meet on Thursday. The voice of Vegeta, Chris Abbott. I'm a very big fan of.
Mm-hmm.
He does he does All Might for My Hero.
He does?
Yes, he does.
Cool.
He does All Might. And I want to meet Josh Grell. He does the voice of Armin for Attack on Titan, which is the blonde kid.
Mm-hmm.
He does something else, I forget. And he's also the bald kid in with the weird glasses in Soul Eater.
Bald kid.
Oxford.
Oh,
Oxford.
okay, yeah, he has the things like that? Yeah.
Yes, he's done like a lot of things, and like I looked him up recently because I was like, I want to talk to him about stuff. And I'm gonna try to get selfies with them. I don't know
how much you're gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna ask him a couple questions. Like I already know what I want to ask him. Like, what's something that you worked on?
Question number 1: Can I ask 500 questions?
Can I ask 500 questions? Number 2: Did you know that was a joke? But yeah, I just want to ask him like how to get into voice acting. I know pretty much they're gonna be the same. I'm gonna buy a book. There's a very good book I'm gonna get.
You should watch. Do you know who Jet is? James Arnold Taylor.
I think I've heard of it.
He did the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
And he does so many other voices.
Yeah, he does.
He does like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you should watch. He uploads a video every single day. It's like 1 minute long videos every single day.
Right.
It's called Jat 365. You need to watch it because he like gives you tips every single day on voice acting.
All right. How do you spell that?
Just type Jat 365. JAT 365.
All right, I'll do that right now.
And because he has a book and he reads a little bit from his book every day, like a minute long video.
Jat 365.
He has glasses.
It's gotta load. Wi-Fi here is not that great.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, I basically just want to ask them like, when it comes to roles, what would you say is your most underrated role? Because I feel like no one has ever asked that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that. How to get into voice acting, obviously. I feel like I know this guy.
You should.
I don't. He's worked on he's Johnny Test as well.
Yeah, he does a whole lot of voices.
I just saw his background. Yeah, I'm gonna check him out in a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of things I wanna. Like I know I can't ask him a lot of things. I want to take a selfie with him. Which for Chris Sabat alone, All Might, Vegeta himself, Piccolo, he's $30 for a selfie, which is kind of a little pricey, but again, it's him.
You have to pay to take a selfie?
Yeah, it's weird, but it's like it's whatever.
Okay.
And plus, you got to talk to them for like a little bit, and I
Still,
already asked. I know.
$30.
It's whatever. It was like 40.
You gotta pay to go, and then you gotta pay $30 for a selfie.
That's whatever. It's still cool. And,
the guy doesn't have enough money.
And I'm gonna try to see if because he's a director at Funimation, and I'm also gonna visit the Funimation and the Viz Media panels if I have time, and I want to ask them about internships because my ultimate goal is to move to Texas to do voice acting.
Nice, dude. So, yeah. I heard I was watching that podcast I was telling you about earlier today. Dude, I gotta remember the name of this podcast. We don't have a lot of time. Okay, whatever. Well, it's a podcast and they were talking about anime. Oh, damn, I almost remember the name. And they were talking about how in Japan, voice acting is not good.
It's not.
Like, they don't make, like, any money.
The anime industry in
Japan
is not good overall. Like, the workers are overworked.
Mm-hmm.
The voice actors don't get paid as much.
They get paid like nothing. And They're not recognized.
Like, the voice of Goku, the Japanese, like, the woman, Masuka Nozawa, she does the voice of Goku, she does the voice of Gohan, and she does the voice of Goten, and she does other voices as well for the show.
In America, it's so much better. They don't have a union over there.
She like does not get a break. It's like weird, and it's like really sad because she's like overworked as hell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going over time right now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you for listening.
And this has been Face to Face on UCC radio station.
UCC radio. If you're watching live, thank you for watching live. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, thank you for watching on the YouTube channel. If you don't know where the first part is, again, it'll be on my channel here. Link description below.
Yep.
And basically, we will see you next week. Next week, I can say for my part, we're talking about old schools, like my times in middle school with Alex.
Okay.
So yeah,
good.
that's it.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. Bye bye.